Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching Fairfield Public Access Television. I'm Suzan Kessel, and we're here to talk about something that's really good for Fairfield, and that's the First Friday Art Walk.
Thank you, Susan.
You are chairman, correct?
Yes, the board of directors.
Okay.
Or as we call it, the lead Sherpa. Do you know what a Sherpa is? They're the people that carry the heavy stuff.
Oh, okay. Right. So it is a heavy load.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful event for Fairfield. It's been named the best new tourism event in Iowa a year ago.
Yep. And we're getting better every month, every year. So.
And boy, that is a lot to carry, a big load.
Oh, well, Artwalk's certainly a big event because it happens once a month, 12 times a year. I was actually speaking in a completely literal sense that I seem to be carrying heavy things around a lot.
Oh, you're right,
yeah.
that too.
No, I was actually speaking much more literally than.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and we've got. I'm really happy for the opportunity to talk today a little bit about First Friday's Art Walk. We have some. I wanted to go over some of the themes that everyone can be looking forward to this spring and summer and fall, and just go over some of our news.
Okay.
Great.
Sounds great.
Good.
So the Fairfield Art Walk was started by Stacy Herlin at least 5 years ago?
Well, we're in our 5th year, so it was about 4.5 years ago that she started it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now rests on the board.
The board of directors took over in a month or two. It'll be about 3 years ago that we took over. And it's about 12 to 14 members. It depends, sort of who's there and who's got the time. And when we took over, we really tried to put a lot more focus on it becoming an economic opportunity, not just for our cultural community, our artists and what have you, but for all of Fairfield.
And it is, because it involves all the businesses that want to participate, the restaurants, the hotels, the shops.
Yes.
It's a wonderful time for Fairfield to develop in that area.
Yep.
So let's go back to the board just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was a meeting held recently,
Mm-hmm.
and you invited people to come and maybe give some input,
Mm-hmm.
ask for help, ways that they could help.
We basically, we have a wonderful cultural community, very rich, very deep, very wide, and we're looking to expand our volunteer base for First Friday's Art Walk. As happens in many nonprofit organizations, and we are a nonprofit, you end up with just a kind of a core group of people who are doing most of the work and having most of the fun. And we think everyone should, it should be available to anyone who would want to become involved with Art Walk to have some fun with us. And so we basically had a great meeting, and out of that we got about 30 new volunteers, people who are interested in different projects and things that we're doing. And so we're kind of excited to launch into our, what we call our high season, the summer months, with more people helping us out and ready to give a hand. And I just, to all FPAC listeners, anyone who's interested in working with Art Walk, helping with Art Walk, volunteering with us, absolutely, we encourage you to do so. And you can reach me. I'm in the phone book. You can reach me through the Chamber of Commerce. Their number's 472-2111. And I would just be thrilled to get you hooked up with something that gets you excited and makes you happy to help us with.
Yes, everything from baking cookies and sharing your time, stuffing envelopes.
Yep.
Being at the event and maybe hosting, welcoming, taking signs.
Oh yeah, when we get
Endless.
out on the lawn this summer, we just need people to sit at our booth and hand out information and greet people who are coming in from out of town, and someone in our cooperative gallery, the Artisans Gallery with Fairfield Art Association. We're always looking for someone to be in there and make sure that we have someone answering questions and directing people and helping the many, many people who are coming in from out of town find their way around to see what they want to see.
And so you're also looking for, and you probably have some of this covered, but for each month you have a theme.
We do. We decided when the board took over to try and come up with some themes for the different art walks. Of course, the backbone of Art Walk is our galleries and art venues. And right now we have 36. It's hard to believe, but 36 different businesses, galleries, restaurants who have dedicated space to art and changing shows. I just can't believe in the town of our size, it's really wonderful that we have that many people involved. But we thought just for sort of organizational purposes, we come up with a theme for each month that would help everyone sort of organize around if they didn't have ideas on their own. And especially in the summer months, we like all of our themes. And so we're very excited. These themes have been in place now, most of them for 2 years, some of them for 3 years. And I thought I'd just go through some of them so people know. This March, Art Walk, which is coming up, March 2nd, is our annual dance gala. And we're very excited. We have a lot of opportunities for people to watch people dancing, see demonstrations and what have you, and also to learn some of the dancing too. And our children's program this month is actually to come into some of these venues. A lot of the details of the March Art Walk are on our website, which is fairfieldartwalk.com. And you just look under upcoming and they'll give you a list of everything we know to date. Something's added almost every day, so check back often of who's doing what. But we've got all kinds of Irish step and ballet and I can't even, as many dance forms as you can think of. We've got someone who's doing some demonstration with that, so we're very excited about that. And then in April, we have our annual Art, Artifact, and Antiques Month, and we actually have a collaborator with that. This is another piece of good news about First Friday's Art Walk. We have the Art Walk board, to put on this event every month, it is a lot of work. And so we thought we should share the wealth. And we have some of our themes that people have adopted, different organizations, and they can spend all year organizing for that month, as opposed to the Art Walk board and volunteers who pretty much, when we're done with one, we're a little late for the next one. But so April is actually one of the months where we have some collaborators, and it's the Jefferson County Historical Commission with Mark Schaefer.
Great.
And there will be tours of the Carnegie Museum up in the old Carnegie building. And also Karen Ruby of Jacob's Ladder Antiques is going to help us too. And there are going to be a lot of displays all over the square of different antiques and hopefully Fairfield-related antique displays, things from Loudon and what have you like that. So that's April. Then in May, we just actually got some really great news with that. That is always our annual student art exhibition where we have exhibits that feature the visual arts and some vocal arts from Fairfield High School, from Maharishi School. GoVap usually joins us for that. But we're very delighted to have a new collaborator, and that is Steve Cooperman and Crew Public Radio. They are actually going to help really develop this month as an opportunity for the young people in Fairfield to investigate different art forms and career possibilities in the arts. And we're going to be having tons of demonstrations and special exhibits that are particularly tailored to younger people in town. And by that I mean middle, upper school, college-age kids. So that should be really fantastic. That's our first month out on the square, on the lawn, or as we call it, the party on the square. Little P, capital A, capital R, capital T, little Y, party on the square in a month.
So I should say maybe FPAC will step up and do a little something.
Oh, I think that would be fantastic because I know that FPAC is always another entity that can use help.
It seems appropriate to step in at that time.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. And then in June, we are going to, our arguably one of the most popular art walks of last year was our All Things Italian Art Walk.
Oh, yes.
And our collaborator with that is the Society of Fairfield Italian Americans, or SOFIA. And Sophia is going to put on another great All Things Italian theme for us this year, and we're very excited to have them on board again. It's a wonderful thing, so we're really happy to see how that. I was just actually talking to their president, Dick DeAngelis, and he was already telling me the things they're going to be doing new on top of what they did last year. I'm already excited for it. So.
I had to miss last year. I was gone.
Oh, that's right.
In Italy.
That's right. Yeah, she was in Italy, so.
But I came back very, very enthused about this art walk this year and wanting to participate.
And you should mention what Fairfield Art Association is doing in conjunction with that. Yeah.
Because of that excitement, I thought, Art Association's got to do something really fun.
Absolutely.
So we are going to have an exhibit at the Artisan Gallery on the west side of the square, which is jointly run by Art Association and Artwalk for the Civic Center Board, Fairfield Arts and Convention Center. But we're going to have an exhibit, and it's going to be called Fairfield's Mona Lisa. And all artists, participants are invited to participate, create something that relates to the Mona Lisa, and there will be an exhibit that opens during that Italian Art Walk.
And I'm very excited about that. And if there are any gallery listeners who are listening, gallery owners who are listening to us today, all the galleries are invited to do something Italian themed for that art walk. And if they come up with their idea, they should let Dick DeAngelis know with Sophia, and because we just want to make it as rich as we can. But I think this exhibit will be great. I'm thinking about doing a Mona Lisa in macaroni, but we'll see.
Well, I saw an email about something about macaroni, and I go, macaroni? Well,
There's gotta be a way we could do that.
Yes, how fun.
So that's going to be a fun one.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to do something too.
That's going to be really fun. Then July and August are, this is when the party really gets going on the square in the summer. We open earlier, we open at 6, we run a little later, we go until 10.
Okay.
And the July Art Walk and the August Art Walk are when we're inviting vendors, art or food vendors who are interested in being on the square selling their wares can contact Art Walk through the website. We will send you your vendor form. But we're hoping to really pack the square those 2 months with lots of different arts and crafts and all kinds of things those months.
That's when you tend to get a lot of visitors coming into
Exactly.
the community too, bus loads.
Exactly. The CVB, I think they may have I'm not sure, they may have a busload even that night. But in the past, we've had this as sort of an Americana theme, and we've had the Great American Art Scavenger Hunt, and we'll do that again. But we're looking more to just sort of open it up and make it be a really great party on the square that night. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then in August, which is another highly attended month, we have always had an annual sculpture theme, and so we'll probably do that again this year. And again, this will be one of the 2 months this summer where we're inviting vendors. And the only restriction is it must be either art or food of some sort. And the Art Walk Board, can tell you if what you have in mind is appropriate.
So, just a little side here is about the vendors. I had someone ask me, I get every once in a while someone call or email saying, how do I participate in Art Walk? How do I sell something? How do I be a vendor? And I was trying to explain. Tell me what they should do.
All that I'm about to say is on our website, fairfieldartwalk.com, but how you can participate as a vendor. If you think you want to vend at Art Walk on the square green, on the lawn, you need to contact us through the website or through the chamber, and we will send you a permit. And you let us know what it is that you're thinking about vending. We run it by our vendor board, and they approve it. That happens very quickly, so it's not like you're waiting or anything. And then we send you out your forms, and you can complete the forms actually by email. A lot of people do, and then email it back, or I can mail it to you in the U.S. Post. The other thing you should know is if you have never really sold anything in Fairfield before, you also need a city permit to do this. Their permit is good for 1 full year, and I believe it's $15. And you can either get that through us, we have copies of it, or you can go to City Hall and get your permit too. But the city does not want to be responsible for approving the vendors for Art Walk. So that you do have to go through us at some point for that. But you'll need to fill that form out. Basically, all you need to do is, if you think you want to vend, is contact us through the chamber or through info@fairfieldartwalk.com, and we will be happy to send you the rules and regulations and things like that. But the main rule is it needs to be either food or art related. And we do have a vendor fee. It's very modest. It's $25 per time that you are at Art Walk. And we're happy to, for anyone who hasn't ever vend before at Art Walk, we waive that the first time. So that people can get a feel for whether they can make enough money. But it's very low fee. Most other places, you have to pay up to $100, to vend. So we're trying to make it affordable for people. So that's how to do that.
Okay, and then related to that, I've also had some new artists ask me, how do I exhibit? at Artwalk?
Great question. Again, I refer you to our website. Go to fairfieldartwalk.com, and there is on the left-hand column, it says participate. And it will give you an idea of all the different ways you can participate in Artwalk as a volunteer, as an artist who wishes to exhibit, as a vendor, etc. For the artists, basically what you want to do, we'll let you contact the galleries yourself.
Okay.
And we have a list also on that left-hand side, that column, there's one marked galleries. And all of our venues are listed there with contact information. And there's a little description of what that particular venue is like. So if you aren't familiar with it, you can read. Some are more appropriate for only three-dimensional work. Some people have a lot of wall space. Some people have narrow wall
Right.
space. And you need to contact that gallery owner or art venue owner directly, because they have their schedule. They know what they want to do. Artwalk gets out of the middle of that, except for the fact that we do give you all the contact information on the website. So
And those are businesses, stores,
Right.
shops, restaurants that are doing this.
Right, and artists own galleries, their own little galleries and what have you. There's a very wide variety, and you are absolutely welcome to take a look at that list and read through the descriptions and then inquire on your own, and then you
Okay.
work out your own arrangements with them.
And one of those would be the Artisan Gallery.
Yes.
On the west side of the square, which I said the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center is providing the space along with Dan Walker, and then Artwalk Board and Art Association is actually running the gallery. And all that we ask for an artist is to have original work, to join both the Art Walk and Art Association, which is $10 a piece
Very reasonable.
for a year.
Mhm.
And then you can hang your things in the gallery.
And that gallery on Art Walk nights is packed because it's a nice place to go and just see a lot of different artists from Fairfield. And so if you are not an artist, but you're just interested in sort of seeing a lot of different kinds of art in one place, definitely stop by the Artisans Gallery, because we've got an enormous variety.
And that's somewhat the headquarters for Art Walk that night.
Right now,
so
yes.
you can pick up your maps and everything.
Yep. We have a map with a list of all the galleries. We also have a sheet which tells you everything that's going on in the different venues, that, the particular things that are available that month. Or, you can always follow your nose, as we say, too. It's pretty
Right,
easy. You
it's
just keep
fun.
going in and out, you'll find them all. So anyways, that's great. Then, okay, so August, again, party outside, vendors welcome. We think we'll have a lot of fun with that. September, we're very excited. We have a new collaborator, which is the Buy Fresh, Buy Local gang. And they are going to do a whole art walk around local arts and foods and what have you.
Heading
And
into harvest time.
heading into
Should be
harvest
good.
time, it's really, really going to be great. Those guys are great organizers, and I'm really looking forward to a wonderful event out on the square. And if you're interested in participating with that as a vendor, because all things Italian, you have to deal with them if you want to do something with them. Buy Fresh, Buy Local, you'll need to also deal with them too directly. And I'm not sure what number to give you right now. I haven't heard from them back what number, but you could call me and I'd be happy to tell you what it is once I find out.
Okay.
But Mary Carter is the main organizer, and she can tell you what's appropriate or not. But basically all our vendors that month will be from Jefferson County. They will be local people producing local goods. So that's pretty exciting. And then from September into October, again, more excitement. We have another collaborator, which is Iowa State Bank. We're so happy. They, along with completely renovating their facility that's on the square and having a whole new gallery open there, they are going to host an Oktoberfest theme in October for the October 5th Art Walk. And Dave Neff and Connie Boyer from the bank are the people who are sort of going to be organizing that. We're really excited to celebrate our German heritage, German arts and foods and crafts and what have you that month. We'll also still have quilts. You can remember the last 2 years we've featured quilts, and those will still definitely be a part of it. But we think that'll be another great one, because we've got another really good solid entity that can take the entire year to develop it into a wonderful event. So we're happy about that. Then in November we have our annual Stained in Art Glass month, and we're all indoors then. We're not out on the square anymore. Usually weather, gets us indoors at that point. And then, of course, back in December, again, December 7th of this year, we'll have our annual Gingerbread Extravaganza again, which is just a lot of fun. This past year.
Growing every
Growing
year.
every
Oh, my
year.
goodness.
We had 55 or 56 or something like that entries this year that you saw them in the windows, and we're really excited. Every year we'd like to just see another jump more people involved.
I think you
and
will. My family did one. I did one with my granddaughters,
right.
and we had so much fun. It's
a really
new tradition for our family.
New family
It was
tradition.
Wonderful.
I won't stop until I see almost every household in Fairfield with a new family tradition around the holidays to make some kind of gingerbread. And I've already bought my first candy for next year's gingerbread. I saw something interesting, so I bought it. I've got it stored away for, I don't know what I'll be doing, but this looked like it would be
there's
fun.
a bus coming that weekend also.
Right. Yes, there is. And we'll have the children's gingerbread workshop that month again, and we're looking into. I should mention again. Yay! We're so excited. The Fairfield Chamber of Commerce is stepping up and collaborating with that one. So we're really, really excited about that. And there's some talk we might try and do an adult hands-on workshop. We're not sure. We're looking into it. We're just starting to talk about that one. But the chamber should really help us get that really fleshed out and more elaborate and fun and more opportunities for everyone. So we feel very lucky. We have 7 collaborators and co-sponsors this year, and we think that we really, we're very blessed that way and happy to see the community participating, because First Friday's Artwalk was always created as a community event, and it's only as good as everyone who's, jumping in and making things fun for us. So we're pretty happy about that.
I think we will try each month to do a show on
Great.
FPAC that we will do highlights for that coming art walk. So you're going to watch FPAC and see ahead of time
What's going on.
coming up. All the details, the galleries, the shows, the events, the classes, the workshops, all kinds of things for that.
That'll be great.
Yes.
That'll be great. We have, when we find out things are happening, we do have it on the website. But for those of you who couldn't be bothered with the computer, we have FPAC, and you can check it out then, so it'll be great. Yeah.
So, First Friday's Art Walk, the first Friday of every single month, all year long.
12 months a year.
And if you haven't been to Art Walk, oh my goodness, you're missing out. Come uptown and check it out, no matter what month.
We really encourage everyone to come. You don't have to be particularly fond of art in general to enjoy Art Walk. There's so many other things that are going on. On the square in the summertime, we have a lot of spontaneous acts of creativity, we call it. Last year we had a circus club come, and they did a performance, and you'll have a guy who does, I don't know what it's called, he has fireballs and he swings them, or fire dancing or something like that, or people set up and they'll do spontaneous barbershop quartet singing or things like. There's always a little something fun, and we do have a children's activity every month of the year that we encourage our little folks to come in and participate, and especially in the summer months, we just have the best things going on for the kids. So if you aren't interested yourself, you don't think in art, come up, bring the kids, plug the kids into the fun little activity and check it out, and I have a feeling that you would be back again. We really want to make this for everybody in Fairfield to enjoy, and for all our guests and visitors.
Yes, and lots of food. Oh my goodness, food at the restaurants tie into the themes, or the vendors. It's food, fun, and art, and you just shouldn't miss it.
That's the way we feel. So come join us.
So thank you, Holly Moore,
Sure,
for sharing
Susan.
about Art Walk, and we will be back again, hopefully every month, to let you know what's coming up.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Thanks.
Mhm.